My 22-year-old girlfriend has crossed my relationship boundaries for the last time by messaging guys, but I think we still love each other. But I can't stay with her and still have respect for myself. What does he mean by having respect for himself? Why would he not have respect for himself if he stays with her?
Because
my 12-year-old brain.
If she is messaging other guys, it makes him feel like more insecure about like how he is.
Maybe.
Well, I think thinking that they're better than him. So.
You good, Becca?
I'm fine. It's just respecting yourself in his point of view. If he knows that she's messaging other guys, and thinking that they still love each other, he can't.
So what he's talking about here is, if somebody's doing something wrong to you, and you continue to let them do it, then the problem is not them anymore. Now the problem becomes you, because you didn't stand up and say, no, I won't accept this. I won't allow you to treat me that way. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You aren't setting your own boundaries.
You're not that you're not setting your own boundaries. It's that you're not protecting your own boundaries. You're not enforcing your own boundaries. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And a lot of times we think we love somebody so much that we can let them cross our boundaries over and over again. Because we love them.
Or so he thought.
But in fact, maybe it's the people we love the most that we need to enforce our boundaries with the most. Because when we don't respect ourselves, other people will not respect us. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I have no idea
Because
how many times I've heard that in my life.
Yeah.
So let's get into this guy's story. I have been dating this girl for almost 4 years now and really saw a future together with her, and we talked about marriage, our love, kids, owning a house, etc. often. So he's wanting to have more than just a life. What's their first mistake right now, I think? Let's see.
Thinking so far ahead.
Well, they've been dating. We don't know yet. Okay, now. Well, nothing wrong with thinking farther ahead. But, however, around 5 months ago, my friend, a 23-year-old guy who has a reputation for being a player, kept hitting on her and joking constantly and texting her. Not wanting to be overly protective or come off as insecure and jealous, I did say to her, if he ever makes her uncomfortable, to let me know, and that he can often cross boundaries with others. He has done this somewhat in the past, but it is okay for her to have male friends, etc. About 2 months of... Okay, let's just stop right there. What's the first mistake this guy's making?
Letting that guy text her.
No.
Almost.
Letting her like have like guy friends who he might not know, and
People can have guy friends.
Almost.
You know, like she might.
I think one thing that I know that he did right, saying I will help you if he makes you feel uncomfortable. But being friends with that guy, letting him do this.
Now you're onto it. To friends and letting... And then telling his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing he needed to do was speak to this guy. The first time it happened.
Yep.
Boom. We're having a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Or in your case, if it was your boyfriend and it was one of your friends, you're going to have a discussion with her.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And you're going to have a discussion with your boyfriend, girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to tell them, okay, this is not acceptable. I won't accept. And you don't make threats. You don't say, if you don't stop, I'm going to... No, you just tell them, this is not acceptable.
You gotta wait.
If you're going to be in a relationship with me, I'm not going to deal with that. And you leave it right there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You leave it right there. And then, when they cross that line, after you warn them, I told you it wouldn't be acceptable for me. I am done. I am leaving. You end the relationship right there. Because you gave your warning. You don't need to make threats, give ultimatums. Don't ever do that.
Or tomatoes.
Tomatoes? ultimatums. If you don't clean your room, I will XYZ. Clean your room or else.
3D.
What?
XYZ. 3D.
XYD, 3D.
I have
Yes.
never heard that. I thought you
See,
said tomatoes.
it's very different when I tell you as a parent, though, you will clean your room or this will be the punishment. I give you a choice. I give you an option. And you can let your other know, the person you're dating know. I will not accept that behavior. And just so you know, if it continues, this will be a reason for me to end the relationship.
Like for me and Achilles, our phone would be taken away if we don't listen to you.
Something like that. Okay? But you don't need to make ultimatums. You just make a very clear statement of facts. I will not accept that. If it continues, this is what will happen. And when you put it that way, you're not going, you do this or else. You're dealing from weakness. Okay? You don't threaten. You just say, I will not accept that. If you continue to do it, this is the decision, this is the action I will take. That's totally different than an ultimatum of saying, do it or else. Okay? When you start saying do it or else or something, it's a position of weakness. Okay? All right, so first thing is you should have confronted the friend. After about 2 months of this behavior quite constantly, 2 months, you don't let that go on for 2 minutes, much less 2 months. I was hanging out with him and another friend since the morning and then gaming over Discord for a lot of the day. However, I later that night found out that he had invited my girlfriend to go watch a movie with him and cook dinner together. He never brought this up with me once despite us having hung out all day, which was a huge red flag for me given his nature and all the behavior up to this point. I asked her to instead hang out with me, but she said she really wanted to watch the movie. Right there, I'm going to tell you right now. Well, you go ahead. What do you think should happen right here?
He should
Break
dump
up.
her butt. Break up instantly.
That's right.
But who told him about the movie?
His stupid ex.
Yes.
Not well, or X. Yeah, who did it? Let's see. Let's review. Who
In
did?
my opinion, ex.
Yes.
However, that later night, I found out he had invited my girlfriend to go watch a movie with him. He didn't say how he found out.
Found his girlfriend's phone open.
Imagine.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. And what's funny is like, this is a huge red flag. Buddy, there have been red flags for over 2 months.
There's nothing going
Okay.
on.
Right then and there, you pull the plug.
Yep.
But, as you can see, Reed, he didn't.
You're right, he didn't. That should be the end of the story, right?
But it's not, apparently.
Is there more?
Oh, there's more. I took the approach at this point of giving her room to fail and to find out what was really going on, because honestly, it would make it easier if she just takes the opportunity and cheats to break it off legitimately and easily. I was very frustrated with my friend, but more with my girlfriend for doing this stuff after I discussed this kind of thing before. Okay, so he'd already discussed it with her, he says. This should have... Okay, let me tell you something right now, son. What she's doing is she's testing him. Okay? This is something women do.
Yeah.
She's trying to see if he'll put up with her crap. Don't ever put up with this crap. And you girls, don't ever do this to anybody.
We will not.
Never.
And don't let your boyfriends put up with this crap. Or you don't put up with your boyfriends doing this crap. Is what I meant to say. Giving her room to fail. You know, if they were married, maybe this room to fail might make sense because there'd be a divorce later. But afterward, I let her know that he had never let me know about this and found the behavior of both of them, especially to him, cross my boundaries and be incredibly sketchy. She reacted that it was all innocent and they were just friends. It said, there's no just friends. Other people I talked to about this, such as my friend who were hanging out with, found this to be a betrayal of our friend, a betrayal by our friend, and that there's no way my girlfriend is that naive to see that as just being friends when he invited her to cook dinner and everything behind my back without including me. this friend had never invited us to do stuff like this. And from his flirting toward her, God, this guy's grammar is terrible. And it makes it hard to read because it sounds, I feel like I'm an idiot saying it.
read it. I have
In the-
horrible grammar.
In the past, it's clear he was trying to establish more and more of a relationship with her. So be aware of these red flags. And listen, in your lives, be aware of this. Because you will be in a relationship sometime and a chance will come up with somebody is going to behave like this towards you. And are you paying attention over there?
Yeah, totally.
You need to be able to see when somebody's trying to do this because they can damage your relationship without you even being aware. And if you value the relationship you're in, you will never let someone like this put you in that situation. Because, and actually, it's not even that person that will put you. You will put yourself in that situation. You need to know when somebody's asking you to do something that's just not appropriate for your relationship, and you go, I will not do that. You need to decide while you're young the kind of person you want to be.
And your boundaries.
And boundaries. But you need to know when people are trying to sneak past your boundaries. There's always going to be somebody somewhere, sometime, trying to slip past your boundaries, okay? And you need to be alert. Okay. Here we go. Essentially, the outcome of this was that I was no longer friends with this flirty guy, and that I decided to believe her that she just wanted a friend, etc. She needs to get a dog. She has had problems with making friends and really only has some friends through people she met through me. My flirty friend said that it was all mutual flirting. Right there, when he says mutual flirting, okay, first of all, this guy's not a friend. And
He's an a-hole.
And he thinks she was flirting back, and just innocent playfulness that I should get over. And my girlfriend insisted that she was never flirting with him, but could see how it looked that way, and that going forward she would not contact this guy because of how he betrayed my friendship to get her romantically. Yeah, well,
Watch
okay.
You go behind his back.
Well, that's a great question.
No, it's
That's a great question. Because there was something to hide there. However, this wasn't true, as even though we had set a boundary not to contact this guy, I saw a message pop up on her laptop from him, and she had been confiding in him about how I was just being overprotective and that she still wanted to be friends but wouldn't be able to talk to him as much because she wanted to stay with me. Despite messaging all this to him, she would tell me she was uncomfortable with him being around. He is dating her roommate, so he occasionally is in her house.
Oh my
You
goodness.
should have just started with that.
Why?
You could have explained so much.
Yeah. And upset with him for how he disrespected our relationship behind my back. Okay. The fact that she still wants to be friends with the guy and she could look at somebody who would do this to her, this dude needs to end this relationship with her immediately. What's up?
So if they're all three roommates, correct?
No.
Oh, well then never mind. I don't
So,
know.
okay.
That's her friend.
He's got his place somewhere. The other guy lives somewhere else. And then the girl lives with her roommate. But her roommate is the flirty guy's boyfriend who's also trying to... Does that make sense?
Oh no. Like,
So he's trying to cheat on his girlfriend with her by getting her to cheat on her boyfriend with him.
imagine her roommate, the flirty guy's girlfriend. Imagine her and the one who made this get together, betray both. That would be.
Yeah, well, I think we're about to get there.
Hopefully.
After I found this message, I confronted her immediately, and we had a long discussion about everything and about how I didn't want to continue the relationship unless she genuinely had the belief that what he did was wrong. That shouldn't even matter at this point. It doesn't matter what she thought, because it doesn't matter what she thinks, because she's already made her decision to do this stuff. Like I explained to her that if she saw this behavior as okay, then that was fine. And clearly she sees it as okay because she's doing it. Then that was fine, and that we simply have different expectations and boundaries, and that I can no longer... This guy's finally starting to stand up for himself 3 months too late. No longer be with her if that's the case. However, she convinced me,
Oh my god.
famous last words, that she did believe all this was wrong. And I do legitimately believe even now that she can, even now that she can, what happened retrospectively was really effed up. Something to keep in mind is that she is incredibly immature. No kidding. Emotionally with relationships. So I could see how she learned from this. The outcome of this was that she said she would cut contact with him completely and blocked him on Snapchat. Okay, good. We blocked him on Snapchat. I didn't ask her to do any of this, mind you. That's so much better. He never should have had to be in the position to ask her. Okay? When he expressed that them doing this dinner thing, that should have been the end of it right there.
Yes.
You know what would have been a little awkward? Imagine the two couples have dinner together.
Let's see if we get there.
And then like the person who wrote this, let's
Just roll with what's real. We don't even worry about fantasy right now.
Chance to take the train.
The relationship was steady and great for a while until New Year's Eve, where she was having a party at her share house and had invited her two uni girlfriends. What the f*** was a uni girlfriend? They must be British.
Unicorn?
It must be university. She had invited her two uni girlfriends to visit on that day, but her roommates were having a joint party. Uni, uni, and university.
Unicorn. Unicorn. No, unicorn. Unicorn.
Twins, Basil, twins.
Yeah. Awesome.
I have no idea what a uni girlfriend is. I think it's like a unicorn.
Her
Yes.
two friends from university. Uni meaning, okay, I figured out they're British, okay? So this really should sound like this. The relationship was steady and great for a while until New Year's, where she was having a party at her share house and then invited her two uni girlfriends to visit on that day. But her roommate was having a joint party there too, so the flirty guy would also be there. I said to her, I am do not want to. It's English. It's English, father. I do not want to see him. I will not be there. And you really should not be there either. She essentially said that I need to be an adult about it, and that even though he will make us uncomfortable, that I need to be at that party for her because she can't leave because she invited guests from her uni.
Matthew's already
Do
bored.
you see the problems without just ending this relationship? Okay?
They're British.
Unless she puts it really.
Me and my group of friends instead decided to have a party at mine without this guy, who we mostly have. See how tiring a British accent is? Without this guy, who we mostly have discarded after his behavior. For context here, I have asked people to make their own decisions about this and never exiled him. Well, you should have, dude.
Yep.
So on the New Year's party, I invited her, and she said she can bring her guests, but she said it would be too complicated, and she already planned for them to stay there and decorated for the party, etc., etc. I said, fine. Then, but you can expect me to be there with him. And she said, okay, I will avoid him if I say, his grammar. I said, fine. But then you can't expect me to be there with him. Okay, yeah. I didn't read right. His grammar's okay here. I read wrong. Okay, I will avoid him if I see him at my party. We still had a call at midnight New Year's and all seemed well. Of course it seemed well. She's acting.
Theater girl.
This was until I randomly, 24 days later, I was watching Netflix on her laptop and saw her Facebook open. Just to confirm that she had not been messaging him, etc., I had a look. And what I found was that she messaged the flirty guy friend to ask whether or not she would have sex with this guy at her party. And she felt conflicted about it because it would mean saying goodbye to me and my family. Now, do you see why a long time ago he should have ended this?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, do you see where, as the girl, she should have put a foot down a long time ago too? Because this matters for you girls.
Don't blame the girl. It's the guy's fault.
No, it's not, because she went along with it. She's been going along with it the whole time. She could have stopped it at any point.
True.
But if he said, I was shocked to find the page open. If he said,
Well, from the messages exchanged, it seems that she did not go through with the cheating. It's impossible to know. But I find this as a deal breaker at this point. Finally, we're at a deal breaker. She cannot say she loves me, but then also considered cheating on me because I wasn't with her for one party.
really?
For the sake of argument, let's accept that nothing happened and she didn't cheat. She still flirted with this other guy, as she know he was down to bloop, 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 and she messaged and continued to emotionally confide in the original flirty guy. I confronted her about this, and she said that since that day, she has been rock solid with me and knows all of that with flirty guy and party was wrong, and that's why she hasn't messaged flirty guy since then, 24 days ago, and didn't cheat on me.
Wow.
Please tell me that he at least said that they broke up. Please.
Is there more?
There's more. There's like 4 more paragraphs.
Hell yeah.
I think it will be impossible for me to maintain inner respect for myself if I continue this relationship. Even if I do truly believe that we have love for each other, these actions or even inactions have crossed the same boundary of not flirting with others for the last time. And I only found out about it because I snooped. Yeah, you're right. She was going to hide it from him.
At least she didn't snitch.
Hey, I want you to remember something here, okay? What is a lie? Let's talk about this for a minute. What is a lie?
Something that
opposite of
isn't
the
true.
I really, really dislike your shirt right now.
That's a lie.
No.
Yes, it's a lie because
lie?
it's amazing.
A
Like,
lie is the
telling
opposite of
Matthew
what
we
you're
didn't do
telling
anything.
Someone.
We're not in class. Just wait till she's done, then you say it.
I'm sorry,
A lie
I've
is
been
the
raised in
opposite
school
of what you were telling, the opposite of what you were doing, but not the opposite of a meaning sometimes. That's
What were you
complicated.
going to say, Sarah?
Sorry for raising my hand. I'm sorry, I still think I'm in school for this
Okay, just
lecture
say it.
type of thing. A lie is like something that Alexandra does to me a lot, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
She always comes up to me and is like, hey, we're not friends anymore. I'm like, and like, I know that's a lie.
Okay. You're all partially right. Let me give you a more encompassing definition of a lie. Do you know what the meaning of the word deceive is?
No.
I've been deceived. It means lied to.
Basically, any
Betrayal.
attempt to deceive is a lie. So deceive, it's more than just words, okay? It's when people, their actions, the things they do behind your back, if they're hiding something from you that's critical. Now, and I don't mean hiding your birthday present or something like that.
I'm for that, especially that.
Hiding things like this, that's a deception. That's a lie. That's dishonesty. So you just remember that. Any attempt to deceive is a lie, okay? All right, let's see if this guy has a spine yet.
Sir.
I don't know what to do at this point. And she says she would do anything for us, and she was just being stupid. Well, that's the first time she's been honest. For some context, we never had any other problems in our relationship that he knows of before, and have a good time together always, and have a great private life generally. Looking for your perspective on this. TLDR, whatever that is. Girlfriend repeatedly messaged mutual friend who made flirting and dating behavior towards her, and after promising me she would no longer do so, continued behind my back to confide in him emotionally after saying to me she was done with him. This was exacerbated when she was at a party without me and sent a message to him asking if if she should sleep with a guy from the party and that she was down to.
This guy.
Wow. I feel bad for this person. But for the girl, I could just throw her in front of a train. I want to do that.
He definitely stuck in his
But I don't want to because that's
He should have
murder.
caught his flipping time at the train station and took off.
Okay, so now I want you to think about something for just a minute.
Alright.
First of all, let's say these two people get together, the girl and the flirty guy. They become a couple. How well do you think their relationship's going to go?
I mean,
Horrible.
other than the
Horrible.
fact, isn't he a player?
Yeah.
I mean, if she gets dumped, that's on her. The other
It
guy
is-
She's probably gonna go call
Yes,
him back to
it
the other
is
good
on
guy.
her now. It is on her.
Mhm.
Their relationship's not going to last long. And let me ask you something for just a minute, really quick. Achilles, would you, let's say this happens between these people. She leaves the boyfriend. She goes off with this flirty guy. It doesn't work out because he probably cheats on her later on. Because he's already cheating on his girlfriend and doesn't mind that she's cheating on her boyfriend. Okay? He doesn't have the spine to go out and get a relationship, through any,
Like a good relationship.
well, through any basis of, worthiness on his part. He's just trying to scoop up what he can from other people. He's a lot like a vulture. He'll eat anything that's dead on the side of the road. So let me ask you something. Let's say that girl was single and wanted to go out on a date with you and you knew all this about her. Would you be interested in her?
No.
No. And you shouldn't be. I want you to think about that for a minute, girls. Don't, because there will be men that will try to do this to you in your life. And there will be more than one. Don't fall for their BS.
Which is
Don't fall for their BS. Because do you see how this girl looks? Why would anybody want to be in a relationship with her?
Because they're desperate.
And that's it. Well, yeah, that's it. They're desperate or they don't really care about her, right?
Yeah.
They don't actually care about her. They just want to use her, right?
Yeah.
How would you like to be used? Because people think that...
I would hate that.
Remember something. If you don't respect yourself, why would anybody else?
Imagine he puts that at the end. He's like, but out of all this, and then he puts that.
And let me tell you something too. If there's a guy that wants to date you and you find out that they had done something like this guy,
His reputation is terrible.
if you find out that he's the type of person that didn't care that someone was in a relationship and didn't care that he was in a relationship, he's not going to value your relationship.
I'd leave the girl, go to his girlfriend, and tell her what's going on, and then yada yada.
Wait,
Yeah.
Pete,
Absolutely.
And then just like
Yep.
expose him on the internet.
Her girlfriend needs to know, or well, his girlfriend needs to know as well.
That's what I was saying like earlier. Just have him go to the dinner. The guy like, I know you cheated on me. That guy's cheating on you with her, and then
the
like you should
microphones,
dump
if you
him
like-
because he's cheating on you.
that gets
But
complicated.
where should the story really have ended?
Where he
I
at
should
the
have marked it in the
beginning,
first place.
at the very beginning.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right, at the very beginning. And I guarantee you, here's what's going to happen. We don't have any updates on this because this is a new story on here, right? This is somebody's new story that is just happening to them.
Wait,
Is this real?
does that mean he's
Yeah, this
still
is,
in the
well, I
relationship?
mean, unless somebody made it up, but it's supposedly this is somebody putting on Reddit what's really going on in their life.
he asleep?
And they're going on in their life.
He asleep?
And they're looking for advice.
They
So-
should just leave.
Okay, you should have left a long time ago. But he
Very
needs to
long
end
time
everything right now, and never with both of them, the dude and the girlfriend. If that's what you want, he needs to look her in the eye. And this is what I tell people when they try to mess with me, son. Girls, I tell people, that's fine. We'll do this your way.
That's like if you're in a video game and you're like cheating, you're like, that's fine. We'll do it your way.
That's absolutely right. We'll do it your way. And your way is we're now going to break up and you can go have this relationship.
Life is possibly gonna end
Because-
really bad.
Your way's gonna suck for you, okay? My way was, we don't do that. That's fine, we'll do it your way. And never tell people what the ways are, but I just tell people, we'll do it your way. And they always think they won for a minute till they start thinking about it.
You never know what you have until it's gone.
Well, it doesn't matter now. Because they don't have nothing.
If you
She
can't
doesn't have
trust
to-
each other, you don't got nothing.
You don't have anything.
You don't even have respect for yourself.
Nope.
Smack that person in the face.
The fact that he posted this, and at the end and if it's a new story, if there is a part 2, I hope that it starts with, after I broke up with her. It has to start like that.
Yes.
I'll make you a bet right now
Okay, I'm down.
Oh,
that if there is an update,
It's gonna
they'll
take
give us
him
all
like
candy.
15 paragraphs.
he's gonna go until she finally cheats on him and breaks up with him. I bet
There's no
you.
bed.
Just listen to this. I bet you this guy doesn't have the stones to just end it with her. He needed to do that a long time ago,
Very, very long time ago.
and he hasn't done it yet. And he's seen over and over again he's let her do it.
It's snowing.
We bored him.
This is me on the first day of school. I fell asleep the first day. I didn't fall asleep in
Here, I'll join
second,
him.
third,
Can I
and
get
fourth.
water?
I fell asleep
All
in
right.
every single class.
Any final thoughts?
I feel sorry, but at the same time, it's his fault. Eh.
It's both.
It's all three of them. And I'll tell you why it's all three. One, because the guy didn't maintain his borders. Okay? Borders and walls matter.
Boundaries at.
They let the bubble pop.
Going in the ball.
Okay? Two, the woman didn't maintain. Well, I can't even say she didn't maintain her borders because maybe
She just
she's okay with that and she thinks it's okay.
doesn't even know anything about her.
Well, I've been dating for 4 years. Apparently, he doesn't know much.
But
Exactly.
And lastly,
I wonder how her last relationship happened.
the other guy, if he had a spine at all, would not be trying to interfere with anybody's relationship.
Unless.
don't even say
No,
if.
not even unless.
There's no unless. He is desperate. That's not even the point.
Yeah, but don't even say if he could do this,
was
because he most definitely
desperate.
didn't.
If he had any dignity, any self-respect, he would not play with the boundaries of a relationship.
Well, he did, so.
And he did, so he doesn't have any of those things. And she fell for it. Either she's stupid or she wanted it. Either way, doesn't. And clearly she decided she wanted that kind of attention and enjoyed it.
Yep.
Don't fall for it. Come on now. Listen, I gotta carry you in the bed in a minute. Leave me alone. All right, guys. Really quick, just before we end. What is a
Closing
lie?
prayer.
What is a lie?
All that.
Something that isn't true or
What I just
Deceiving?
told you.
Being
Any
deceived.
attempt to deceive.
deceive. Yeah.
Any attempt to deceive. 4 words. Just 4
4 letters.
words.
I forgot my
If,
first
four,
word.
if it's an acronym, if it's an acronym, it is only 4 letters.
I've heard acronym so many times during church. I don't know what it means.
What's an acronym?
What is
Acronym,
that?
like NASA is an acronym.
What's
What?
NASA?
National
NASA?
Aviation.
Oh,
Oh.
NASA's
I don't know.
Or National
You mean for
Aeronautical
short,
Space
basically.
Association.
I don't know what
I
that is.
You mean like something for short?
Yes.
Oh, you could have just said it's short for
Like
short.
late in high
Yeah,
school, they
we're
probably
like
say
40 right
LHS or something like that.
Safe
That's an
GH.
acronym. There we go. That's an acronym.
No, CDJ. Not B.
Oh, my neck.
There we go. Wrap this up.
My leg.